On my Astro Physics 1100 mount, you have these RS-232 cap plugs, and I don't know about you guys, but they keep coming off, and I actually lost one. So I ended up getting some, and I thought I've got to come up with an idea to keep these things on. So what I thought I'd do is try to make some kind of a cover or something that would go across this cap, this RS-232 cap plug. I thought I'd try to get something that would go over that so that way it couldn't fall off while I'm handling the mount, because the mount isn't in an observatory, it's portable when I bring it in and out of the house or go to a dark sky location. So as I was pondering what material to use, I came across this thing at Myers. It's basically just cutting board material, and what I liked about it is it was very thin. It came in two colors, blue and red. So it came with two blues and two reds, and they're 11 by 14 inch. And I thought, well, that seemed like a pretty good material to work with. So what I did is cut some strips, 1/2 inch wide, and I found that a utility knife was better to cut this with a straight edge. So I just made it a 1/2 inch wide, and then I cut them 1.5 inches long, and then you have this. The holes are separated by 1 inch. Now the way to do this, at least the way that I made those holes, was with a Whitney punch. Now I used a 1/8 inch punch in there, a 1/8 inch punch, because that gave nice clean holes. And I didn't try a drill bit, but with this kind of plastic material, I just didn't feel it would give me the nice cut hole that I would want. And then if you have to, you can just take a little bit of sandpaper along the edges, just if there's any little ridge that comes up as you're cutting that with the utility knife. But other than that, I thought that worked pretty decent, and it was a pretty nice solution. It's thin enough to where I wanted something thin and simple to work with. Then I had to get some 440s. Now these things are small. I got some 440 stainless steel Allen heads by 1/4 inch long. Very small. And then I put a stainless steel flat washer, 440 flat, coupled with this piece of material, this cutting board material. When I put it on the RS-232 connector, it works good. And what I do then is put the plug on, so the plug goes on. Then this would go across it like that, and then you put your two bolts in, and this piece of cutting board material will prevent this from falling out and kind of protecting, the connector from weather. So that way it'll keep it from getting dust and stuff in there.